Hello, 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 hello. Wherever you happen to be on this thought-provoking planet we humans call Earth, wherever you are, I hope you're having a mystical day, evening, or night. Welcome to my 3D channel on Blender, but my topic today is not just a Blender-related topic. It covers all the 3D packages, Maya, Cinema 4D, 3ds Max, Houdini, blah, blah, blah. If it's dealing with a mesh, it's dealing with that. As my topic said in the YouTube tab, I'm dealing with an empty and I have a mesh on that empty, as you see right here. Now, before you start doing anything, let me click on my mesh. The first thing you need to do, you see right here, I just did this, that's a foolish illustration. Here's my origin right here. I deliberately did that. Whenever you start having a mesh on top of a reference image, set that origin to the geometry. So that's what I'm going to do first. So that's the most important thing. That'll make everything else work. If that's not working, everything else will fall apart. That origin point is crucial. So I'm going to say object, set origin. Whoops. Sorry about that. Object, set origin. Geometry to origin to geometry. There we go. That puts it all into effect. Now, yesterday, for some reason, when I was manipulating my mesh, what I mean by manipulating, I was dealing with vertices. I was dealing with edges. And I was dealing with faces. Now, but when I did this, I was not in this flat thing, flat surface, orthographic surface, because you know this flat orthographic surface is just two-dimensional. Here's my width. Here's my length. As we all know, a nose is a three-dimensional object. So when I really was pulling those meshes and stuff, I was like this. I was in the actual viewport, pulling stuff, yanking stuff, messing stuff around. But then I discovered, for some reason, when I do that, my object should stay right there. It should stay right there. But for some reason yesterday, when I was manipulating, I'm just going to exaggerate, when I was manipulating it, pulling meshes, pulling vertices, etc. Oh, I know what happened. When I did that, went to my front view, it wouldn't work. It was like that. Somewhere strange. It was in a strange location. And I think I know why, because you see my the origin still right there. Like I said, to get this to work, I'm going to show you how to put your mesh. If you ever deal with your mesh moved off of your reference image, I'm going to show you how to put it back. But I better go right back to edit mode. Like I said, the main thing, having that origin right on that mesh. And that'll make everything so much easier. So set origin to geometry. So you might have to keep doing that. Now, when my mesh moved away like it did now, I tried the snapping tool. I tried constraints. But as you all know, when you need something, it didn't work. It worked perfectly on those videos I was watching. But when I needed it, the snapping wasn't snapping the way I want. The copy rotation constraint wasn't working the way I want. But then, luckily for me, an idea came to me. It said, hit the N key. That right there. Then it said, use the information from location and rotation, and that might help you. It may help you to use these two. Now, before I did anything, I used my cutting tool. On Windows, it's called cutting tool. On Linux and the Mac, it may be called something else. You're gonna need your cutting tool. And then when I did my cutting tool, in my case, I'm bringing this in. This is the information that was on my cutting tool. So, with this information, hopefully it'll work. You know how things go when you're trying to get something done. I'm going to type this information from my cutting tool that I got when the image was in its perfect state. Remember, use the cutting tool before you start pulling vertices and stuff. Use the cutting tool when your mesh is in that original state. So let me type in my numbers. Hopefully it'll work. I have 6.27, 29. Okay, it's getting there. This should be negative. I know it's hard to tell it's negative, but it's negative. 0.12, Okay. Then my next number is positive 4.2643. My rotation was 90, and that was 90. So why is it not working now? So I'm gonna have to rotate this around. See, but it's okay. I had to rotate it, but at least it wasn't. I got it back. So it didn't work the way I wanted to. See, the numbers changed, but with that slight rotation, I got it back. It's better than what it was when it was way out there in the void. So I hope this give you all some ideas of how to handle your mesh when you're using a reference image, and then by some weird disaster, your mesh ends up rotated, moved. It's no longer on that reference image. So, as I said to the new people, keep pushing forward, keep growing. Don't stop learning. I got it back to where I wanted to, but it didn't work out exactly how I wanted to. But it's back with a slight rotation. For the next time in the family, peace. Bubba.